National Park is widely recognized as the first national park in the world and one of the most remarkable natural landscapes in North America. Established in 1872, this extraordinary protected area was created to preserve a region of unique geological features, stunning scenery, and abundant wildlife for future generations. Located in the western part of the United States, the park primarily lies within the state of Wyoming, while also extending into parts of Montana and Idaho, covering an immense area of over 8,900 square kilometers. Yellowstone offers visitors an incredible variety of landscapes, from vast forests and open valleys to dramatic canyons, rivers, and geothermal wonders. The creation of Yellowstone National Park marked a historic moment in environmental conservation. Before its establishment, there were few examples of large natural areas being protected solely for their ecological, scientific, and cultural value. Recognizing the extraordinary natural features found in Yellowstone, the government of the United States decided to set aside this vast region as a public park that would remain preserved and accessible to everyone. This decision would eventually inspire the global concept of national park, encouraging other countries to protect their own natural landscape. One of the most remarkable aspects of Yellowstone National Park is its incredible diversity of natural features. The park sits atop a massive geothermal system that powers hundreds of hot springs, mud ponds, volcanoes, and geysers. In fact, Yellowstone contains more than half of the world's active geysers. Making it the most concentrated geothermal region on Earth. This feature creates a landscape unlike anywhere else on the planet, where boiling water, raging streams, and colorful mineral deposits transform the ground into a constantly changing natural spectacle. Among the geothermal wonders found in Yellowstone National Park are some of the most famous geysers in the world, including the legendary Old Faithful. This geyser has become an iconic symbol of the park because of its relatively predictable eruption, which send powerful jets of hot water and stream high into the air. Nearby, visitors can also witness the stunning beauty of Grand Prismatic Spring, the largest hot spring in the United States. Its vibrant rays of blue, green, yellow, and orange are created by heat-loving microorganisms that thrive in mineral-rich water. Beyond its geothermal activity, Yellowstone National Park is also known for its breathtaking natural scenery. The park contains vast forests of pine and spruce, wide grassland that stretch across mountain valleys, and dramatic geological formations shaped by ancient volcanic faults. Rivers and waterfalls carve their way through the landscape, including the spectacular waterfall found within the colorful canyons of the Grand Canyons of the Yellowstone. This landscape creates an environment that both visually stunning and ecologically important. The park is also home to one of the most diverse wildlife populations in North America. Animals such as bison, elk, wolf, bears, and countless bird species roam freely through Yellowstone's forests and valleys. Because much of the area remains protected from human development, these species are able to thrive in a relatively natural ecosystem that closely resembles the wilderness of centuries past. Today, Yellowstone National Park stands as a powerful symbol of nature conservation and environmental protection. Millions of visitors from around the world travel to this remarkable park each year to experience these grazing, wildlife, forests, and dramatic landscapes. More importantly, Yellowstone continues to remind humanity of the importance of preserving the natural world, ensuring that future generations will be able to witness the beauty and wonder of one of the world's most extraordinary environments. Yellowstone National Park holds a unique place in global history as the first national park ever established in the world. Its creation marked a groundbreaking moment in the protection of natural landscape and set a foundation for modern conservation efforts. On March 1st, 1872, the park was officially established when Ulysses S. Grant, the President of the United States at the time, signed a law that designated the region as a protected public park. This decision ensured that the remarkable geothermal features, wildlife, forests, and landscape of Yellowstone would be preserved for future generations rather than be exploited for commercial development. Before the creation of Yellowstone National Park, most land around the world was considered valuable mainly for economic purposes. such as agriculture, mining, or settlement. Natural landscapes were rarely protected simply for their beauty and ecological importance. However, the Yellowstone region was widely recognized as a place unlike any other. Early explorers, scientists, and survey teams who visited the area in the 19th century described a land filled with strange and spectacular natural phenomena. Report of boiling hot spring, erupting geysers, colorful mineral pools, and vast wilderness landscape captured the imagination of public and lawmakers alike. Several expeditions played a key role in bringing national attention to the wonder of Yellowstone. Among the most influential was in 1871 Hayden Geological Survey, led by the American geologist Ferdinand V. Hayden. The expedition included photographers and artists who documented the extraordinary landscape they encountered. Their photographs, paintings, and scientific reports provided convincing evidence that this unique region deserved protection. When these images and descriptions were presented to members of Congress in the United States, they helped inspire the idea of preserving the area as a public park. The decision to create Yellowstone National Park was revolutionary for its time. Instead of allowing private ownership or industrial development, the government declared that the land would be preserved for the benefits and enjoyment of the people. This concept established an entirely new way of thinking about natural landscape. Rather than being resources to exploit, certain areas could be protected so that people could appreciate their beauty, study the ecosystem, and experience wilderness in its natural form. The establishment of Yellowstone National Park quickly became an inspiration for other conservation efforts around the world. Over time, the idea of national parks spread beyond the United States as other countries recognized the importance of protecting their own natural wonders. Nations across Europe, Africa, Asia, and South America began creating protected parks and reserves based on the model first established at Yellowstone. Today, there are thousands of national parks and protected natural areas around the globe, many of which owe their origin to the pioneering example set by Yellowstone. In addition to its historical significance, Yellowstone National Park remains an active symbol of environmental preservation. The park continues to protect vast forests, geothermal landscapes, rivers, and wildlife populations that might otherwise have been lost to development. Millions of visitors travel to the park each year to witness its natural beauty, while scientists conduct research that contributes to deeper understanding of ecosystem and geological processes. More than a century after its creation, Yellowstone National Park still represents a powerful reminder of humanity's responsibility to protect the natural world. By establishing the first national park, the leaders and explorers of the 19th century helped create a global movement dedicated to preserving nature. Their vision ensured that Yellowstone would remain not only a spectacular wilderness, but also a lasting symbol of conservation for people around the world. One of the most extraordinary natural features of Yellowstone National Park is its remarkable system of glaciers. This makes the park one of the most geologically fascinating places on Earth. A geyser is a rare type of hot spring that periodically erupts, shooting hot water and steam high into the air. This dramatic eruption occurs when underground water is heated by volcanic activity beneath the Earth's surface. The intense heat builds pressure within narrow underground channels until the water finally bursts upward in a powerful explosion of steam and boiling water. Because of the precise conditions required for this process to occur, geysers are extremely rare in most parts of the world. However, the geothermal environment beneath Yellowstone National Park creates ideal conditions for their formation. What makes Yellowstone National Park truly unique to the incredible concentration of geysers found within its boundaries. Scientists estimate that the park contains more than 500 active geysers, which accounts for over half of all the geysers on Earth. Nowhere else on the planet has such a large collection of these geothermal features in one place. This makes Yellowstone a national laboratory for scientists studying geothermal activity, volcanic processes, and the complex underground system that power their eruption. Visitors traveling through the park often encounter streaming ground, bubbling pool, and sudden bursts of water rising from the earth, creating an unforgettable experience that feels both mysterious and powerful. Among all the geysers in Yellowstone National Park, the most famous is undoubtedly Old Faithful. This iconic geyser has become a symbol of Yellowstone and one of the most recognizable geothermal features in the world. The name Old Faithful comes from its relatively predictable eruption pattern. Unlike many geysers that erupt at irregular intervals, Old Faithful erupts with impressive consistency. On average, it sends a towering layer of boiling water and steam into air approximately every 60 to 90 minutes, allowing visitors to anticipate and gather around to witness the spectacular event. During an eruption, Old Faithful can shoot hot water more than 40 meters, about 113 feet, into the sky. The eruption may last several minutes, releasing thousands of liters of streaming water before the pressure underground gradually decreases and the geyser becomes quiet again. Each eruption attracts a large crowd of visitors who gather along the viewing platform to watch one of the nature's most impressive natural performances. Even though the geyser has been erupting for centuries, its power and beauty continue to amaze scientists and tourists alike. Beneath the surface lies a large magma chamber that heats groundwater circulating through cracks and porous rock. As the water becomes superheated, it rises toward the surface through underground pumping system, eventually creating geysers, hot springs, mud ponds, and fumaroles. This geothermal activity transforms the landscape into a constantly changing environment filled with steam vents, colorful mineral deposits, and boiling pools. Today, the geysers of Yellowstone National Park remain one of the park's greatest attractions and most important scientific features. Researchers continue to study them to better understand geothermal systems, volcanic activity, and the unique microorganisms that live in these extreme environments. For visitors, witnessing a geyser eruption is an unforgettable reminder of the powerful natural force hidden beneath the Earth's surface. The park's geyser basins, especially those surrounding Old Faithful, standing as a dramatic demonstration of natural energy, making Yellowstone one of the most extraordinary geological landscapes in the world. In addition to its famous geyser, Yellowstone National Park is also home to hundreds of spectacular hot springs that create some of the most colorful natural landscapes on Earth. These geothermal pools are formed when groundwater is heated by volcanic activity beneath the surface and rises back through the cracks in the ground. Unlike geysers, which erupt dramatically, hot springs usually remain calm and steady, quietly resisting hot water and steam. However, what makes this feature truly extraordinary is their stunning range of vibrant colors. Many of the hot springs in Yellowstone display brilliant shades of blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, creating natural patterns that appear almost like a work of art. One of the most famous geothermal features in Yellowstone National Park is the breathtaking Grand Prismatic Spring. This remarkable hot spring is the largest hot spring in the United States and one of the largest in the world, measuring approximately 112 meters, 370 feet in diameter, and more than 30 meters, 120 feet deep. It is an enormous geothermal pool that attracts visitors from around the globe. From above, the spring appears like a giant rainbow embedded in the earth, with vivid rings of color spreading outward from the center. The brilliant blue water at the center water transitions into bands of greens, yellow, orange, and deep red along the edge, creating one of the most recognizable natural sights in Yellowstone. The vivid colors seen in Grand Prismatic Spring are not caused by mineral alone, but by microscopic life forms known as thermophilic microorganisms, or heat-loving microbes. These tiny organisms thrive in the extreme hot water of Yellowstone geothermal pools. Different species of microbes live at different temperature levels around the spring, and each group produces distinct pigments that create a beautiful color pattern visible from the surface. Near the center of the spring, where temperatures are extremely high, very few organisms can survive, leaving the water deep, clear blue. As the water cools toward the edge, a wider variety of microorganisms appear, producing the bright yellow, orange, and red color that form the outer ring. The geothermal environment that supports this colorful hot spring is powered by the enormous volcanic system beneath Yellowstone National Park. Underground magma heats groundwater that circulates through cracks and porous rock layers deep beneath the park. When this heated water rises to the surface, it forms geothermal features such as geysers, mud ponds, fumaroles, and hot springs. The constant heat and mineral-rich water create an ideal environment for unique microbial ecosystems that cannot survive in most other places on Earth. Scientists have long been fascinated by the hot spring of Yellowstone National Park because they provide valuable insight into extreme life environment. Some of the microorganisms found in this hot spring have helped researchers develop important scientific discoveries, including enzymes used in modern biotechnology and genetic research. The study of these microbes also helps scientists understanding how life might exist in extreme environments on other planets. For visitors, witnessing the colorful beauty of Grand Prismatic Spring and other hot springs in Yellowstone National Park is an unforgettable experience. Steam rising from the surface, the submarine reflection of sunlight on mineral-rich water, and the vibrant natural color can combine to create a surreal and almost magical landscape. This hot spring reminds us that even in extreme conditions, nature can produce incredible beauty and life. As one of the most iconic features of Yellowstone, the park's geothermal pool continues to amaze scientists, photographers, and travelers from all over the world. Beneath the stunning landscape of Yellowstone National Park lies one of the most powerful geological systems on Earth, a massive supervolcano known as Yellowstone caldera. This enormous volcanic structure is considered one of the largest and most complex volcanic systems on the planet. Although visitors to the park mainly see forests, rivers, wildlife, and geothermal features on the surface, deep underground there is a vast network of magma, hot rock, and circulating water that fuel the recent extraordinary geothermal activity. The presence of this supervolcano is the reason why Yellowstone contains so many geysers, hot springs, mud ponds, and steam vents, making it one of the most geologically active areas in the world. The Yellowstone caldera was formed by a series of enormous volcanic eruptions that occurred hundreds of thousands to millions of years ago. These eruptions were far larger than typical volcanic events and released massive amounts of ash, lava, and volcanic gas into the atmosphere. When the magma chamber beneath the surface emptied during this eruption, the ground above collapsed inward, creating a huge depression known as caldera. Today, the Yellowstone caldera stretches roughly 70 km long and 45 km wide, making it one of the largest volcanic calderas on Earth. Despite its immense size, the caldera is not immediately visible as a typical volcanic crater because it is covered by forests, valleys, lakes, and geothermal basins. The geothermal features that make Yellowstone National Park famous are directly connected to the heat produced by the supervolcano beneath it. Deep underground, molten rock, known as magma, continues to release enormous amounts of heat into the surrounding rock layers. Groundwater seeps down through cracks and porous rock, where it becomes heated by this underground magma. As the water heats up, it rises back toward the surface, creating the park's remarkable geothermal phenomenon. This process powers the hundreds of geysers, colorful hot springs, bubbling mud ponds, and steaming volcanoes that can be seen throughout the park. Among the many geothermal features created by this underground system are the famous geysers such as Old Faithful and the colorful hot springs like Grand Prismatic Spring. These features are essentially visible expressions of the immense heat stored beneath the Earth's crust and in Yellowstone region. The constant circulation of water and heat creates a dynamic landscape where the ground can change over time as new geothermal vents open and others become inactive. Scientists closely monitor the volcanic system beneath Yellowstone National Park using advanced technology. Instruments such as seismograph, GPS stations, and satellite measurements have researchers track small earthquakes, ground movement, and temperature changes within the volcanic system. This observation allows scientists to better understand how the supervolcano works and to detect any potential sign of future volcanic activity. Although the Yellowstone supervolcano has produced massive eruptions in the distant past, experts believe that another super eruption is extremely unlikely to occur in the near future. Today, the Yellowstone caldera remains one of the most fascinating geological systems on Earth. It is not only responsible for shaping the landscape of Yellowstone National Park, but it also provides scientists with valuable opportunities to study volcanic processes, geothermal energy, and the interaction between Earth's crust and underground magma system. For visitors, the knowledge that such a powerful natural force lies beneath the park adds an extra sense of wonder and mystery to the experience. The Yellowstone supervolcano serves as a reminder of incredible geological forces that continue to shape our planet. Yellowstone National Park is not only famous for its geothermal wonder, but also for being the heart of one of the most remarkable natural ecosystems in North America. The park lies at the center of the vast greater Yellowstone ecosystem, which is widely considered one of the largest nearly intact temperature zone ecosystems remaining on the planet. This enormous ecological region stretches across parts of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho in the United States, covering tens of thousands of square kilometers. The Greater Yellowstone ecosystem includes national park, national forests, wildlife refuge, rivers, mountains, and open grassland. Because much of this region has remained protected from large-scale development, it preserves a natural environment that closely resembles the landscape that existed in North America centuries ago. At the center of this vast ecological region, Yellowstone National Park provides a wide range of habitats that support an extraordinary variety of plant and animal life. The park's landscapes include dense forests of pine, spruce, and fish trees that stretch across mountainous terrains. These forests play an important role in maintaining ecological balance, providing shelter and food for many species of wildlife. In addition to forests, the park also contains large river systems, clear mountain lakes, geothermal basins, and wide valleys filled with grassland. These different environments create diverse ecological niches where many forms of life can thrive. The river and lakes within Yellowstone National Park are particularly important part of the ecosystem. Snowmelt from the surrounding mountains feed major rivers that flow through the park, providing water for plants, animal, and aquatic life. These waterways support fish population, water birds, and countless other species that depend on freshwater habitats. One of the most important bodies of water in the region is Yellowstone Lake, one of the largest high-elevation lakes in North America. The lake and its surrounding wetland provide critical habitat for fish, birds, and other wildlife that depends on clean, cold water. The vast grassland and open valleys found in Yellowstone National Park also play a crucial role in supporting wildlife. These areas provide grazing ground for large herbivores and serve as hunting territories for predators. Seasonal changes throughout the year bring dramatic transformation to the landscape. In spring and summer, wildflowers bloom across the meadow, while autumn brings golden forests and migrating animals preparing for winter. Even during the harsh winter months, the ecosystem continues to function as animals adapt to freezing temperature and deep snow. Because the greater Yellowstone ecosystem has remained relatively undisturbed compared to many other regions in North America, it offers scientists a rare opportunity to study natural ecological processes in a large, functioning wilderness. Researchers use the region to study predator-prey relationships, plant growth, migration patterns, and the effect of climate change on wildlife and landscapes. The ecosystem also plays an important role in maintaining biodiversity by supporting hundreds of plant species, numerous mammals, birds, reptiles, and insects. Today, Yellowstone National Park serves as a critical sanctuary within the greater Yellowstone ecosystem, helping to protect one of the last large wilderness ecosystems in the temperate world. The combination of forests, rivers, lakes, mountains, and grassland creates a complex and interconnected environment that supports life on a remarkable scale for visitors and scientists alike. This ecosystem represents a powerful example of how nature can thrive when large landscapes are preserved and protected. Yellowstone continues to stand as a living model and ecological balance and biodiversity, reminding us the importance of conserving Earth's remaining wild place. One of the most remarkable features of Yellowstone National Park is its extraordinary wildlife. The park is widely recognized as one of the best places in North America to observe wild animals living in their natural habitats. Because a large area of the region has remained protected for more than a century, Yellowstone has become a sanctuary for many species that once roamed widely across the continent. The park forests, rivers, valleys, and grasslands provides a wide range of habitats that support a diverse community of animals, from large mammals to birds, fish, and smaller creatures that play an important role in an ecosystem. Among the most iconic animals living in Yellowstone National Park is the American bison. These massive animals, sometimes called buffalo, are the largest land mammal in North America. Adult bison can weigh up to 900 kilograms and are easily recognized by their large heads, thick furs, and powerful shoulders. Long before European settlers arrived in North America, millions of bison roamed the continent's vast grassland. However, by the late 19th century, uncontrolled hunting nearly drove the species to extinction. Thanks to conservation efforts, Yellowstone now protects the largest continuously wide herd of bison in the United States. Seeing this beautiful animal grazing peacefully across the open valleys has become one of the most memorable experiences for visitors to park. Another famous resident of Yellowstone National Park is the gray wolf. Wolves once lived throughout much of North America, but they were eliminated from many regions during the 20th century due to hunting and habitat loss. In 1999, wildlife managers reintroduced gray wolf into Yellowstone as part of an ambitious conservation program. Since then, wolf populations have successfully re-established themselves in the park and surrounding areas. This intelligent predator plays a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance by controlling population of large herbivores and influencing the behavior of other animals within the ecosystem. The powerful grizzly bear is another legendary species that inhabits the wilderness of Yellowstone National Park. Grizzly bears are among the most impressive predators in North America, known for their immense strength and distinctive shoulder hump. Although these animals are rarely seen up close due to their elusive nature, they remain an important symbol of the wild landscape of the American West. The protected forests and mountains surrounding Yellowstone provide a crucial refuge where grizzly bears can roam, hunt, and raise their young. Large herds of elk also inhabit the valleys and forests of Yellowstone National Park. Elk are grateful members of the deer family and are known for their impressive hunter and seasonal migration. During the autumn mating season, male elk produce loud, hunting calls known as vultures that echo across the valley to the park. These dramatic sounds are one of the most distinctive natural experiences visitors can hear in Yellowstone during the fall months. Together, species such as the American bison, gray wolf, grizzly bear, and elk represent rich wilderness heritage of Yellowstone National Park. Their presence has maintained the ecological balance of the greater Yellowstone ecosystem, where predators, herbivores, plants, and landscape interact in complex ways. For visitors from around the world, observing these animals in their natural environment offers a powerful glimpse into the untamed wilderness of North America. Yellowstone continues to stand as one of the last places where such magnificent wildlife can still thrive freely in a protected natural landscape. While Yellowstone National Park is world famous for its geothermal wonders such as Geysers and hot springs, the park is also celebrated for its breathtaking natural landscape. Beyond steaming geyser basin and colorful thermal pools, Yellowstone offers an extraordinary variety of scenery that includes towering mountains, deep canyons, crystal clear lakes, rushing rivers, and vast forests. This diverse landscape makes the park one of the most visually stunning wilderness areas in North America and attracts millions of visitors each year who come to experience its natural beauty. One of the most impressive natural landmarks within Yellowstone National Park is Yellowstone Lake. This enormous body of water is one of the largest high-elevation lakes in North America, covering more than 350 square kilometers. Surrounded by forests, mountains, and geothermal features, the lake creates a peaceful and dramatic setting that changes with the season. During the warmer months, the lake reflects the blue sky and surrounding mountains, creating a tranquil and picturesque landscape. In winter, the lake often freezes over, transforming the region into a silent and icy wilderness. The water of Yellowstone Lake supports fish species and provides an important habitat for birds and other wildlife that depend on freshwater ecosystem. Another extraordinary feature of the park is the dramatic Grand Canyons of Yellowstone. This massive canyon stretches for about 32 kilometers and reaches depth of more than 300 meters, forming one of the most spectacular geological formations in the park. The canyons were carved over thousands of years by the powerful flow of Yellowstone River, gradually shaping the landscape into steep cliffs and rock formation. What makes the canyons particularly striking is the vibrant color of its rock walls. Shades of yellows, orange, red, and pinks appear throughout the cliff due to the effort of volcanic activity and mineral deposits that alter the surrounding rock over time. Within the Grand Canyons of Yellowstone, visitors can witness some of the park's most dramatic waterfalls. The most famous is the magnificent lower falls of the Yellowstone River, which plunges approximately 94 meters into the canyon below. The thunderous sound of the falling waters and the mist rising from the canyons create a powerful and unforgettable sight. Nearby viewpoints allow visitors to admire the fall from above or gaze across the canyon to see the colorful rock formation illuminated by sunlight. The combination of rushing water, towering cliff, and brilliant color creates one of the most iconic landscapes in the entire park. The scenic beauty of Yellowstone National Park extends far beyond this famous location. Vast forests of pine and spruce cover much of the park, providing habitat for wildlife and offering peaceful trails for visitors to explore. Open valleys and grasslands stretch between mountain ranges, where herds of animals can often be seen grazing under bright skies. Rivers and streams flow through the wilderness, connecting lakes and wetlands that support diverse ecosystems throughout the park. Together, these natural features make Yellowstone National Park a place of extraordinary visual beauty and ecological importance. From the calm water of Yellowstone Lake to the dramatic cliff of the Grand Canyons of the Yellowstone and the roaring cascade of the lower fall of the Yellowstone River, the park offers landscapes that leave a lasting impression on everyone who visits. This breathtaking view reminds us of the immense natural forces that have shaped the earth over millions of years and highlight why Yellowstone continues to be one of the most treasured natural wonders in the world. Yellowstone National Park is not only a place of scientific importance and natural beauty, but is also one of the most famous tourist destinations in the world. Every year, millions of visitors travel to this remarkable park to witness its extraordinary landscape, geothermal features, and abundant wildlife. Located in the western region of the United States, Yellowstone attracts travelers from across the globe who come to experience the wonder of one of the most unique natural environments on Earth. From streaming geysers and colorful hot springs to deep forests and wide valleys filled with wildlife, the park offers countless opportunities to exploration and adventure. One of the main reasons visitors come to Yellowstone National Park is to observe its famous geothermal features. The park contains more than half of the world's geysers, including the legendary Old Faithful, which erupt regularly and draw large crowds eager to watch the powerful jet of water and steam shoot into the air. Visitors can also admire colorful geothermal pools such as Grand Prismatic Spring, whose vibrant ring of blue, green, yellow, and orange create one of the most iconic natural images in Yellowstone. Boardwalks and viewing platforms allow tourists to safely explore these geothermal areas while protecting the fragile landscape. Beyond geothermal attraction, Yellowstone National Park offers visitors a wide variety of outdoor activities that allow them to connect with nature. Hiking is one of the most popular activities in the park, with hundreds of trails winding through forests, valleys, mountains, and geothermal basins. These trails range from short scenic walks to challenging backcountry roads that lead deep into remote wilderness areas. Along the way, hikers often encounter breathtaking viewpoints, waterfalls, wildlife, and peaceful natural settings that highlight the park's incredible diversity. Another popular activity in Yellowstone National Park is camping, which allows visitors to experience the wilderness more closely. Several campgrounds are located throughout the park, offering opportunities to spend the night under star-filled sky surrounded by nature. Camping provides a unique way to experience Yellowstone's peaceful atmosphere, especially during sunrise and sunset when wildlife is most active and landscape appear particularly beautiful. Wildlife observation and natural photography are also major attractions to visitors. The park's valleys and forests are home to many famous animals, including the American bison, gray wolf, grizzly bear, and elk. Many tourists bring cameras and binoculars in hopes of capturing memorable images of these animals in their natural habitats. Early mornings and evenings are especially popular time for wildlife viewing, as animals are more active during these cooler parts of the day. For those who prefer a more relaxed way to explore, the park also offers several scenic drives that allow visitors to admire Yellowstone landscape from the comfort of their vehicles. The park's famous Loop Road connects many of the major attractions, passing through forests, geothermal basins, lakes, and mountain valleys along the way. These scenic roads provide access to breathtaking viewpoints, picnic areas, and visit centers where travelers can learn more about the park's natural history. Today, Yellowstone National Park continues to inspire travelers with its dramatic landscape, fascinating geology, and thrilling wildlife. Whether hiking along forest trails, photographing geysers and hot springs, or simply enjoying the quiet beauty of the wilderness, visitors find countless ways to experience the magic of Yellowstone. As one of the most celebrated national parks on Earth, It remains a destination where people from around the world can connect with nature and witness the incredible power and beauty of the natural world. Today, Yellowstone National Park is not only a world-famous travel destination, but also a powerful symbol of the global movement to protect nature. Since its establishment in 1872, the park has represented a revolutionary idea that certain natural landscapes should be preserved not for economic exploitation, but for the benefits of all humanity. At a time when much of the world wilderness was being rapidly developed for agriculture, mining, and settlement, the decision to protect Yellowstone marked an important turning point in how people viewed the natural environment. Instead of seeing nature simply as a resource to be used, the creation of Yellowstone introduced the concept of large area of land could be set aside to protect ecosystem, wildlife, and geological wonder for the future generations. The establishment of Yellowstone National Park quickly became an inspiration for conservation efforts around the world. The idea of a national park proved to be so influential that many countries began to adopt similar approach to protect their own natural landscapes. Governments, scientists, and environmental leaders recognized that preserving wild area was essential for maintaining biodiversity and protecting the natural heritage of the planet. As a result, the model pioneered by Yellowstone helped inspire the creation of national parks, wildlife reserves, and protected natural areas across continents. Over time, the success of Yellowstone National Park encouraged the development of large networks of protected areas. Today, thousands of national parks exist in countries across Europe, Asia, Africa, and the Americas. Many of these protected regions were created with the same goal that inspired Yellowstone to save water units ecosystem, conserve wildlife population, and preserve natural beauty for the enjoyment and education of future generations. The parks therefore stand not only as a remarkable landscape but also as a historical milestone that have shaped modern environmental policy. In addition to inspiring global conservation efforts, Yellowstone National Park continues to play a vital role in protecting one of the most important ecosystems in North America. The park forms a central part of the Greater Yellowstone ecosystem, one of the largest nearly intact temperate ecosystems remaining on Earth. Within this vast region, forests, rivers, mountains, and grasslands support a wide variety of wildlife species. Animals such as American bison, gray wolf, grizzly bear, and elk continue to roam freely across the landscape, demonstrating how effective conservation efforts can restore and protect wildlife populations. The park also plays an important role in scientific research and environmental education. Scientists from around the world study the geothermal system, wildlife population, forest, and climate patterns found within Yellowstone National Park. Their research helps improve our understanding of ecological balance, volcanic activity, and the long-term effect of climate change on our natural environment. At the same time, millions of visitors who travel to Yellowstone each year gain a deeper appreciation for the beauty and importance of nature. More than 150 years after its creation, Yellowstone National Park remains a powerful symbol of what can be achieved when societies choose to protect the natural world. The park stands as a reminder that conservation is not only about preserving landscape, but also about safeguarding the delicate balance of life on Earth. By protecting Yellowstone and inspiring similar efforts around the globe, humanity has taken an important step toward ensuring that future generations will continue to experience the wonder of wild and untouched nature.